All right, what's going on, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. We're going to go through the best players in each position. We're going to start off with the defenders and go to midfield and attackers. I'm also going to just throw in a couple of cheap value players like Kusanov, because I know not everyone has a lot of coins in, but I'll put some higher tier players as well, like 1 or 2 mil and 500k in best value. These are some of the new cards that are really best value. I think they're very underlooked. Now, this card over here, this Kusanov card, is actually very good. Normal jockey playstyle, intercept, block, anticipate, and he's got quick step and aerial and bruiser. Now for 67k, he's honestly still 6'1". I think with a shadow, you're looking at honestly one of the best centre backs inside the game for only 67k. What's interesting as well, you could also evolve him if you want to. You're getting a long ball. Do you need the shooting? Probably not. But if you're looking for a cheap card that gets the job done, you could do, but you can also put him in star power. So if you're not going to use a star power evolution that's going to expire not too many days now, you could do that as well. But I think he's a good option, very, very cheap. I think he's another very good card, Power. I think he's a bit expensive, but I think for what he has, 91 defense awareness, 90 sprint speed, 82 agility and balance, I think he's a very good card. I think you could argue he should be priced higher. I think people look at his price relatively and they think, okay, compared to the rest of the market, yes, he could have better play styles, but I think if you're looking for a La Liga centre back that can also distribute the ball, I think he's a fantastic option. Ball playing centre back and defender plus as well. 600k, he's a must use player. Yoro also comes in. He's the future stars that came out a few weeks ago. He's got block and aero and the regular jockey playstyle. Another good card, 720k, not as cheap as the other options. We still have Militao up there, still being one of the best. And Haaland probably comes in with being top 5 centre backs in the game. Let's say apart from the team of the years. Everyone knows the team of the year players. Let's not go over that. But I think he's probably up there with one of the best. 96 sprint speed, 86 defense awareness. One of the best centre backs inside the game. Pros love him. And rule breakers, can they still survive in jockey playstyle? A new card actually has a jockey playstyle. There's actually 2 new cards here. One of them you probably seen in Yap Stam. Now, I think he's one of the best centre backs in the game. I'll be honest. I think he could have a bit better playstyles. I would love to see. You know what? In the grand scheme of things, I think they're actually pretty good. Yeah, he could. Okay, I was thinking maybe he could have like quick step, but I think we're pushing too much there. I'm just looking at his price. I still think he's probably one of the best centre backs the money can buy. No evolutions as of yet. Don't forget, he's still too high rated, but at 88 now is the way to go. But he's one of the best centre backs inside the game. For Yapstam fan, United fan, I think he's good. And yeah, he's the other centre back. He just probably is a bit slow, but if you've got a League One, need a Brazilian link, he's got the jockey playstyle as well. We're going to go to right back here. So McManaman probably still goes in. A lot of the pros loved him. They use him in the event because they had to, but he's a very good all-around right back, I would say. Only 126k. I think him and Theo are probably like one of the best combo right backs you can get for like a combo together for like 400k. Di Lorenzo is also another option. Got the jockey playstyle as well. Intercept, and he's got attack at plus, wing back, fullback, and then he's got false back. So he's actually quite a universal card. And the benefit is he's actually fairly cheap. 20k. It's almost a steal for that kind of stats. I think he's a very good priced performance card, even like off chemistry. If you have like a new team, Hernandez is still very, very good. You can see his price going up and down because obviously he was meta. Then he started going down a little bit, and then after his evolution came and he's gone back up again. Probably still up there with some of the best. I think you can evolve him. I think the inform is probably not worth it. Like, it's probably not worth it, to be honest. The question is, does this Mendy card beat it? I would say not. Had Mendy had better stats with the quicks, had he had like maybe 90 defensive awareness and a bit better passing stats, maybe there would be a contention here, a bit better play styles. But I think they're both good cards. I think in some ways Mendy can be better with that defensive awareness and quick step. But it depends how you use them. You lose the physicality, of course. But another very good card, price performance wise, very, very good as well. If you have 300k. Otherwise, Kirkes is actually a very good card. 92 sprint speed, 86 defensive awareness, top tier agility and balance. It's 5'11", not the shortest of players. So he's not a bad option for left back as well. And of course, don't forget, you can't Oh, I thought you. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't evolve him. I was thinking about Kusanov for a second. Walker probably still goes up there being one of the best right backs inside the game. There's a lot of other cards. If you're lucky enough to have Bowie and these cards, you're very very lucky. But yes, Walker is very very good. Before we go to CDMs, I think one of the best. I think if you have the 2 mil, you got the 2 mil. The problem is, I just want to show something very very quickly before I go into a tangent. Let's say we're just gonna have like we're just gonna put realistically 90 sprint speed, right? And we'll drop defense awareness to 80. Let's be a bit conservative. Well, it depends how you want to judge conservative, but you see, there's not that many good players. Pedro Porro is also another very good cheap option. There's a few, but there isn't really anyone that's like standoutish, that's affordable. That's why I chose Di Lorenzo. Navas is not. Gusto's actually not too bad of a card either. Kadioglu is also not too bad. Diego Dalot, if you're going to upgrade him. But those are just some cheap cards I wanted to go over. Rolfo still goes in as CDM. She's more of a centre mid because she's got incisive and long ball, but perfect if you switch between two formations and you need someone that can do a bit of everything. And let's say you can't afford any of those other cards. Vatina is also a very, very good card as well. Both of these cards are very, very cost effective. I would say more lean towards box to box, CDM, centre mids. I think McAllister is a very good CDM, good sprint speed, good defensive awareness. Remember, in-game stats are the most important thing. He's got two of the best passing playstyles as well. I think he's worth it. Just one thing I would say, don't get caught off like this Keane card. Everyone is saying this card is underpriced. On paper, it looks like a good card on the left-hand side. But when you look at his defensive awareness, it's mediocre. I think for 45k though, if you need icon links, let's say you're new to the game, I think with a shadow, he's not too bad. But I'd rather spend my money on a better player like Xavi Alonso, who's got the incisive and the long ball. The only benefit Kino does have is that he does have that ping pass. So Roy Keane has that ability to distribute those balls in the middle. Whereas Xavi Alonso maybe is a through ball and a long ball in behind. But look, 87 sprint speed, 88 defensive awareness, can play CDM and centre mid. Another very good all-around card. Lavia is a very good card. So let's say you don't really mind about Keane. I think Lavia is a good card. The thing is, like, if you look at the difference between, look, the only real difference you're paying for is defense awareness. I think Keane's defensive awareness lets him down. Otherwise, he would be a very good card. You know, if you just had the long ball and maybe a few other defensive playstyles like a jockey, he would be a very, very good card. And that is why Lavia is actually a good option. So if you want to find someone that's got a bit of everything, he's also another very good cheap card, price performance. I think he's very good. Valverde is not a good option as well. Can play CDM and centre mid. I'm trying to get his universal cards in. More of a centre mid, box to box, bit more attacking, but can play the playmaker role as well. Good sprint speed naturally. And you could probably, some will probably say, oh, we'll go with an anchor, but I'd probably still go with a shadow here if you're asking me. Tonali also comes in the well. You can play CDM and centre mid, trying to find those universal, versatile cards for you as well. I have him. I think he's round the raid. He does lack the defensive play styles, but for 128k, he's an absolute steal. I did a numero 8 on him, and curl it in. If you want to do it, you can, but it's not really going to improve his stats that much. Rayton is a good card for like a cam or winger. I think she's actually a very good card. 91 sprint speed, 88 finishing, the finesse shot playstyle, very, very meta, quick step, and she's got rapid. Quite rare to find these stats. She should be priced higher. Another card I want to say just on the cheap is like a Joe Cole. Like a really, really cheap. He's not amazing, but he can get the job done if you're not low budget. James is a really good card for team of the year level for only 1 million coins. I think Hansen, you could argue, is a bit out of the picture for a lot of people here. I'm sure you probably know, but she's actually a very good cam and a right wing position, so she's actually a very good option as well. Di Natale is a very good left wing if you're looking for someone on the left hand side. Trivella playstyle, yes, you could technically just go with this one. You could argue is better if you can push towards it, but I think he's a decent card if you need someone with natural pace in behind. Endrick is actually another very good card, can play right wing. 1.2 mil, so it's a bit pricey, but he's got rapid playstyle plus quick step and power shot. Very underrated. And he's got some good natural stats. You can probably get away with just using a Hawk here, realistically speaking. And you've got a very, very good player. Almost has everything that you'd want. 5-star as well. If you had 5-star, 5-star, probably worth about 2-3 mil maybe, but think it's a very, very good card for the price. Palmer, another good Team of the Year card, can play Cam on the right-hand side. Speaks for himself. Watkins, I wanted to put in as a cheap striker. Let's say you're playing this now and you want a cheap striker. I think Ollie Watkins is actually a decent card in real life. A decent card as well. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, the only thing with this card is, I'll be honest, is you're going to find that even though the agility balance is higher than a traditional card, at 5'11", he won't be the smoothest with left-foot dribbling. But I've chosen him because he's got striker, advanced forward ++, false 9 ++, and poacher ++. It's hard to find all three of them. Mainly advanced forward and poacher is what you want. But he's got the power shot and he's got rapid and decent play styles. Very good finishing. I think for 50k he's so cheap. Yes, you could have a 5-star weak foot, but I think he's a good card. Miaham, one of my favorites, personally speaking, one of my absolute favorites. I think she's a steal for 1 million. Very underrated. You don't see her enough. I'm just going to go with a few final ones now. I think Shellen is another decent card. Her curve could be higher. But if you're looking for someone that can play on the left wing, she's not bad. 5-star skill moves as well. I think she's a very good card universally to get into your team. You don't have to worry about links or anything like that. And also one benefit of her, she can play striker as well. So if you want to change formation like a 4-4-2, you can do that. I wanted to put one final or two final players in. Dalglish, if you want someone that's really, really decent card, 5-star weak foot, a bit of everything. You could also extend towards Butragueño, to be honest. Only 150k. I think these are like the cards that I've chosen here specifically, either very good value, or even if they cost 1 or 2 mil, I still think they're better than some other cards that cost 5-6 mil. But like 135k, you can't complain. And for goalkeepers, the problem is there isn't really that many amazing goalkeepers. Martinez, listen, rush out is the best playstyle inside the game. I think right now, I think Casillas is good. If you have him, Martinez is good. Yashin is decent. I don't really rate him as being one of the best. Too short. Buffon is pretty decent for the far reach. And Alisson, I actually have him on my team. I actually like him. I got him free. I don't think he's got the best playstyle, but he's got regular rush out. But I think with a deflector, it's not the end of the world. But I think his actual stats and him being, was he 6'5", wherever he is, 6'4", I think he's a very good card. So like when it comes to centre backs, you know, don't expect miracles. Goalkeepers are meant to be bad. If I had a choice though, it would be this Van der Sar. I think he's an icon, gives you chemistry, has the rush out playstyle plus, and I think he's a very, very good, I would say, all around goalkeeper. If I had a choice though, let's say I had to make a perfect one, what we're going to finish on, I'd probably say if we went with regular footwork, regular far reach, and rush out. There's not that many cards here. He's short, right, isn't he? 6'2". But yeah, those are just potential viable options. Anyway, I just wanted to make this quick video, just some of the new cards, some really good gems that you can find. Hope you found a few gems here and there. I've always talked about May gems before, but I thought I'd just make the video just to add some new gems in and some new prices that I've changed. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.